Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of our Feed the Beast Let's Play series. So, this episode, I am wanting to put Goggles of the Revealing on my Man of Steel helmet, because it's kind of a convenience, but I don't have enough leather. And leather's going to be something we'll need quite a lot of in the future, and we only have one. So what I was looking at is a recipe to make leather, and you can make it using an alchemical catalyst and rotten flesh in a mana pool. Now, do we have a pool in here? I think I have a mana pool. Off camera, I did actually add another chest for additional storage, because I thought, we're going to need some more storage. And I'm pretty sure we have an additional mana pool. Here it is, diluted mana pool. And this could be the one that I use for doing the alchemy. But the problem is, I need another mana spreader, which is a bit of a pain. So I think I'll put off on the idea of a mana pool, and I'm just gonna stick with the one that I already have. So I've already made a mana pool off camera. So I believe for this alchemical catalyst, it's kind of a pain. There's also a conjuration catalyst, but that's not what we need. We need the alchemical one. So we need some living rock, which I believe is smooth stone. Which not a multiple issues. All 8 it, why not? And also in this episode, I'm planning to resolve an issue that we're having at the minute with resources, because we're not doing too hot on resources, to be honest. And I think a quarry would be a nice way to go. And I think a regular buildcraft quarry would suffice for a while. So we'll just need some cobble and a blaze rod. Do you have any blaze rods in here? We should do. Although, there they are. And some cobble. Now, why is cobble in there? Cobble should have been set downstairs. A couple of brewing stands. But I don't know if I did this on or off camera. I think I did it off camera actually. But I've actually linked up this stuff now, where this exports on a brown channel. Actually, no, I think I did it on camera, but if you weren't here last episode or something, or I didn't show it, I can't really remember, because it's been ages since we last recorded an episode. I know off camera I did actually make the cobblestone, and coal have priority of 1, so coal and cobble will go there as a first priority. So we're pretty much set for a quarry. Now, I need some gold, and also that living wood, not living wood, the living stone. Is it called living? No, living rock. Surrounded by a pure daisy. I love how they don't require energy though, the pure daisies. They're so cool. Can I make this catalyst now? Yeah, here we go. Nice. So, I should be able to get myself some rotten flesh, hopefully. I'll just take 10. And I believe an alchemical catalyst sits underneath the mana pool. And then you can do this. And there we go. We can now make leather using this. I don't believe it will actually work without this catalyst. So yeah, I'm just going to test that actually. So without the catalyst, let's get a little bit of rotten flesh and see if it works without it. I don't believe it will. No, it won't. It's not showing the recipe, so it doesn't do anything. So yeah, just bear that in mind when you're doing this, guys. You have to have a alchemical catalyst underneath it. And you can tell it's got it underneath it because you can see that weird pattern on the bottom of it, which is kind of cool. So yeah, this episode, as I was saying about that quarry, we're going to have to get into that. But first, I want to make these goggles of the revealing. So we need some leather and some gold. You know, that's why I actually got the leather, because I knew I'd need it. And a couple of gold ingots. I think that's right. Is that right? No. The gold's spread apart. Insufficient V though. Ooh, we're missing fire. Ooh, that's kind of a pain. So, at some point, when I get a little bit further with the technological tree of Thumbcraft, I'm going to move some nodes across using node in a jar. So we'll actually be able to charge my wood a little bit easier than just running around with this. In fact, I won't be able to actually see nodes without my goggles. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go and get my goggles, and we'll be right back once I've actually got some V in my aura, in my wand. Okay guys, we are back. So I've actually been in charge of my node with the node that's on top of the hill above a altar. Pretty scary looking, and it's sinister. Hopefully I didn't upset it too much though. And what you can do with mana steel, which I do really love this sort of mod compatibility, so if I just put these together, I believe yeah, I was fearing I'd need to do this, but I was hoping I didn't. What you actually need to do is get yourself a iron ingot. And this is actually a bit of a test to see if the actual... No, I don't think the alchemy catalyst actually is affected. It doesn't actually affect normal crafting without it. So, you know, I'm actually going to have to go downstairs, go to this anvil, and actually repair my helmet. Is this anvil very damaged now? Here it is. I think after a while though, they will actually just completely break on you if you use them too much. So you can do this, and then you get Mana Steel Helmet of Revealing, which has the Goggles of the Revealing on. The only problem is when you so this is a discount 5%. You don't actually get that with the Mana Steel Helmet of Revealing. That's actually the only downfall of using it. But besides that, it's pretty cool. So as I was saying about this quarry, guys, if I look in NEI, this is probably the one I want to go for. It's the most basic one. I was looking at this, and the only thing I probably might struggle to get is the we'll start this cause expensive, but putting me off is this ender cores, which require 4 magical wood, and they require enchanted stuff, enchanted items, which don't really have much of or access to. So I think I'm going to put off on an ender quarry, and I'm going to put this basic buildcraft quarry. So it requires quite a lot of gears, and gears, long story short, they're a pretty big pain. So I believe I need 11 diamonds for this, so it's pretty expensive, guys. Don't think you're going to be able to do this cheaply without a pretty big cost at the end. So I'm just going to withdraw some cobblestone. You know, we also need some redstone, actually, so I'm going to get 1 piece of redstone. Any redstone around here? There we go. So gears, you basically, to make like the diamond gears, you basically need to start with a wooden gear and then work your way up in the gears. So, for example, wood goes to stone. Then a stone gear goes up to an iron gear. And then iron gears go to gold. Actually, I don't want to make too many gold gears, so we need... Was it 4? Yeah, so we need 4 gears to go to gold. Then we're also going to need a few more to be made out of diamond. Just two. And then I believe, that's actually enough gears, but the only problem is I'm one stick short for being able to make a pickaxe. Derp, so I've actually made too many gears. So, I'm going to put that in there. I'll put one of those in, that, and that. And now all I need is another stick. I'm going to show you guys how you set up a quarry, and it's not too hard, I guess. But for new people, this could be pretty good knowledge to you if you play Feed the Beast. What am I missing here? There we go, quarry. So what I'm going to use is some things called landmarks. And these landmarks are redstone torches with lapis above them, so, not terribly expensive, especially when we have, when you have the amount of lapis that I have. So we're going to need 3, which I'm actually going to use a couple more redstone torches though, and you'll see why I need that many redstone torches in a minute here. So basically how you lay out a quarry is you basically just specify a area where you want it to start. So, I'm actually going to start it around here. I'm going to enter mini mode, and where I want it to start is here. What you can do is you can put redstone torch next to it, and that will basically highlight 64 blocks in every direction of that landmark. So what you're going to want to do is, you probably won't be able to see this very well on YouTube, but you can see that blue line, right? What you're going to want to do is, that was a bit of a bad mistake. As I can't really fly. So what I'm going to do is, just for the fact that the quarry will go on for the longest amount of time possible and give me resources, I'm going to make the biggest possible buildcraft quarry you possibly can, and that is 64 blocks by 64 blocks. So here's the end right here. I'm going to place another one down, a redstone torch, and then I'm going to lay another set of another landmark across here, and you could put the 4th one down, but the quarry will automatically assume that that's where you want the other end of the quarry to be, so it will fill it in for you. Oh, looks like I've got a bit of a cave here to go through. Not much further to go now. Oh, I'm taking damage. Oh, some gravel. That was kind of bad. So yeah, be careful when you're doing this caving work. It's pretty dangerous with all this gravel around. Could have died then if it wasn't for my awesome man steel armor. So when you put this down, or the final marker, what you're going to want to do is basically go to this marker over here, break the redstone torch, and then right click it, and you'll see some red arrows go across, and I can see it's going around there, so it's automatically linked with all these landmarks. So now it's basically found a boundary, and for some reason this one is still showing me those blue beams for some reason. So I'm going to stick the quarry down. I think this is actually a bit of a bug with like a client-side bug, as the landmark isn't even there anymore. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to relog my client, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we are back, and that has actually fixed the bug. So you can see it's given this sort of weird black and yellow lines, and this means this is the area where it's actually going to build. So I'm going to throw this landmark in there, and this gravel and torches and stuff that we got. And what I'm going to do now is lay some conduits for where I want it to go. So I'm going to get some item conduits. And it doesn't look like we have many energy conduits, so I'm going to have to make a few of those. I think I'm going to make them on camera. So conductive iron is just some redstone and iron in one of those alloy smelters. But actually, I'm probably going to use a lot of it, so I might as well just make a bunch of it. Problem is, it does use 10,000 RF each, but meh, you know, not too bad. Because I think this will be a pretty good thing though, guys. The fact that we'll actually be able to get some resources going. Because I'm getting pretty sick and tired of actually not having any resources whatsoever. Problem is though, all of our ingots will go into one of the chests, which I believe will be this one, because they're not actually assigned to anything. And we only get some binders. As I believe about, I don't know, 12 will be enough, I think. And also I'll be able to show you the computer craft program working in action. If I can actually capture, you know, the reactor turning off, which it, well, on I mean, because I mean it probably will turn on at some point. Because the quarries, long story short, drain quite a lot of power. And I hope my system can cope with this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run. I don't know where to actually run the power from. In fact, there's the plans under here. Before I start messing around with that, I'm going to go and get myself some stone. And I'm going to be digging up the floor, just so I've got something to fill in with again once I've broken it up. Oh, there's some auberry bushes. Yeah, you do find these in caves, and they hurt, to be honest, when you get near them. So stay clear of them as much as possible. You know, I'm just gonna put some stone in place of them. So I believe there should be some conduits running through here, maybe. Yeah, there is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the conduits coming through, and we'll be right back, guys. And guys, we are back. So what I'm going to do now is continue to lay this cable. I think I'm going to make it run straight through here. And then probably like come out about here, and then it's going to meet up with the other conduit. I really do hope this is enough, as it will be a bit of a pain if it isn't. By the looks of it, it won't be. Yeah, it won't be, so I'm going to have to go back upstairs to the base. And I'll go and get some more conductive iron. Well, it's definitely a good job I made quite a bit of this, I have to say. But guys, I just wanted to say, if you guys like want me to build anything, or like I'm doing anything wrong, please feel free to actually comment it in the comment section below this video, as I definitely would appreciate some of your guys' feedback on my builds, you know, what I'm doing. Maybe I'm doing it right, maybe I'm doing it completely wrong. But yeah, it looks like this quarry is actually beginning to build its frame, and you can tell it's doing that by that little animation that's happening there. So you can see it creates these weird red Fanta blocks, which basically go round and basically build the frame for you, which is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is go back upstairs and put my stuff away. And we will be right back, guys, once the frame is done and my quarry is actually inputting items. Hello guys, so this is just like a quick update, but I know it's like pretty FPS-y now, but this is what it looks like from the sort of an above point of view. And if you ask me, this looks pretty cool. And if you wonder what this is though, it's actually the quarry filling, you know, trying to get an area established for the, so it has to basically break an area up, so it can basically, oh, I think my game's kind of probably crashed. So it was basically trying to build a frame. Yeah, we've crashed, so we'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so it's been quite a while since the last part of the episode was recorded. After a lot of crashes and troubleshooting, this quarry has finally started working, and for some reason as soon as I start recording, oh, there go, the arm's back now. So it's a bit weird. I don't really know why it's going invisible, but there was a lot of gravel and stuff spawning in water, which for some reason kept making me crash. But that's all been resolved, and I've now put a chest there, and items get ported from it, and they will be put into the according place. Now this cobble barrel is going to fill up really quick, and that's going to overload the system. So what I want to do is stop it from overloading with cobblestone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the trash can from down here. And I'm also going to get myself some item conduit and a basic item filter. Do you have any item conduits? We do, but they have ended up in there for some reason. Oh, why am I going outside? I have no idea. So what I'm going to do is connect up some item conduit to... I don't really know where to. But you know, this looks a pretty decent place to put it. And I'm going to put it in insert mode, but I'm set with a priority of -2. Put an item filter in it, and I'm going to put cobblestone in the item filter. But I'm going to put the priority at, like, I don't know, -5. So literally any cobblestone that's excess will be put into that system. So this should hopefully make sure that any cobblestone that goes into the system that sort of overflow won't actually overflow the system. And it looks like this chest looks empty for some reason. I wonder what that was weird. Yeah, I'm just going to press this button here, which is the default sorting. So we'll sort the chests out a little bit, make them look a little bit neater. There we go. And I'm going to go for a sleep. And I think now that's about all we have time for in this episode, guys, of Feed the Beast. I hope you have enjoyed it. I maybe learnt a thing or two. And this reactor program, I have restarted my client, and it's actually in automatic mode. So yeah, I'm just going to stick it in manual mode. But what should happen is now, so as you can see, the quarry arm is going back and forth. It is actually out of my render distance, so I can't really show it to you. But items, it'll basically take down until it gets to the bedrock layers, and we're going to get all those jewels and minerals and everything in there. And the other thing I haven't automated is what's put in this chest, which will be like ores and stuff, so ores won't automatically get processed. I think we'll do that for next episode. So thank you for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment and subscribe for more videos. But as you can see in here, there's a lot of ores that are getting backed up because they're not being processed. So we'll have to sort that out next episode. So thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye from the Sea Caps, guys.